like science.
I like science.
I like science.
Hey,
Science.
Hey there, how we doing, Low Voice?
sup,
Sup, guys.
sup.
Sup, guys.
Yes,
This is
today.
Scarlett Johansson. Our
Yes,
voice
today
isn't that low.
We'll be talking in the lowest register possible for our voices at this time.
The lowest register possible.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
Trying to think of what that reminds me of.
Mm,
Maybe the Kurgan.
fair enough. I've already had horror today, so you're just continuing the theme.
Yep.
Yeah. So hi guys, how are you doing? No, we can't hear
Hello.
you. We can't hear you, but we're assuming that you're telling us how you are.
Yeah,
So.
that's time travel anyway. We're recording this before you can respond.
Yes, and we've already mapped out all of your responses, and thank you.
Though time is a flat circle, and from the higher dimension, it will all look like it's all the same thing. That all time takes place at once.
Like the prophets say.
Yeah, there's no past, present, future. It all happens simultaneously.
That is a mind fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Just to start off, thanks again to Dan for the use of his spreadsheet because it's been very helpful. Thank you very much, sir. And what else we got? Thank you to Patrick for being alive and still in Minnesota. Also fuck ICE, fight fascism, all of the usual things that we say try to say during every episode. I'd like to get them out there in the beginning, just so you know where we stand.
It's like a filter. You're a certain kind of Star Trek fan, and you come in to listen to us, and you realize, oh, yeah, I don't like that. And then you drop us.
Yes. And that's good because we don't want people like that listening to us.
Nope.
We don't want, fascists to appreciate our program. That's not why we do this.
Brandy has very dark lipstick right now, and she looks kind of gothy.
Mwah.
Oh my God.
Mwah.
Oh my God.
Mwah. Mwah. I'm blowing kisses at Dave. You probably could tell.
She is.
So, yeah, because that's my honey bear right up there.
I am.
Yeah.
I am that person.
You are my favorite.
And then there's Spock overlooking you from behind there.
Yes. He's
waiting his turn.
I wish.
I know you do.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, we can swap. You can have Spock. I'll have Lon.
You know what? That is completely fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Chapel. Or T'Pring. Boy, he goes through them, doesn't he?
He really does. All the ladies love Spock.
I guess. Being a half Vulcan, he sure gets around.
Yep.
It's that half human.
Does. Yeah. All right. So we're here to do a podcast.
Well, we're already talking about Star Trek, sort of.
Sort of, yes. But today we are talking about a very well-known episode of Star Trek Next Generation.
Right.
And that is Devil's Due. And this is season 4, episode 13. And it's one of those episodes that doesn't necessarily have a lot of action, and that's fine because Star Trek to me is not about action. It can be both, right?
This is definitely a syndication episode of Star Trek that can just appear anywhere in the series. There's nothing really tying it to any other event.
Yep, it's just one of those one and dones. It's not really a bottle episode, but it's just they go to a planet to solve a problem, they leave.
It's the Star Trek version of the Monster of the Week episode of like an X-Files, where it's not one of the lore episodes.
Yeah,
so but it's kind of very well on its own. Yes, and I can see why.
Yeah. So, I had forgotten that this episode starts with Data trying to perfect his acting.
Yeah, it's kind of meta, them talking about acting and the the method, which they actually get right.
Yes.
Since a lot of people get method acting wrong, like Jared Leto,
I don't care.
Cheeto,
I don't care. Let's just call him Cheeto from now on.
or what's the other one that yelled at people on set for Terminator?
I don't remember.
Christian Bale, our Batman.
Oh.
He's another one of those that has to dissolve into his characters. That's not the method. The method is finding the same emotion in you that the character's feeling and using that to express yourself. That's all
Exactly.
the method is. Oh, my character's sad. What made me sad? Oh, that time I lost my dog.
Mm-hmm.
That made me sad. So I'm going to think about losing my dog as I'm playing the scene.
Yep.
That's how you do the method. You don't pretend that you're Abraham Lincoln or have people refer to you as Abraham Lincoln 24 hours a day. That's
Exactly.
not the method.
Yep. I don't think you could have summed it up better. But I was flabbergasted to see that because I don't remember that part of this episode.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh my God, they actually know what the method is. That's insane.
And I got a kick out of Patrick Stewart saying that he's somewhat familiar with acting. It's just like this member of the Royal Shakespeare Academy kind of thing,
Yeah.
theater and, just his long history of acting. And he's like, well, I'm familiar.
The, the theater.
The theater,
The
acting,
theater.
and how, simulating behavior is a close approximation to feeling emotion, which is, you can see the autism kind of appeal here to Data.
Yes.
Is the masking, is people expecting you to behave a certain way, which might not come naturally to you. And so you mimic the behavior you see around you so you fit in, so you don't seem unusual to the people around you.
Yeah. My masking was terrible. Everybody still picked on me.
Yeah.
Told me I was weird.
Yeah. So that's why autism is so difficult to diagnose in women, is because they're accustomed to mask anyway. Because
Unfortunately,
they're
yeah.
told to behave themselves and to not get over emotional, all these things that we don't put on the backs of men because they're allowed to get angry. They're allowed to get upset, but women not so for some reason.
Yeah. There's this guy on Instagram that I stumbled across. I have forgotten his name, but he likes to mansplain to men about women, and he's amazing. He has done his research. And my favorite one was actually the one about childbirth and what it actually does to a woman's body.
Oh, just pregnancy alone, let alone childbirth. The whole process is like having a parasite inside of you.
Yeah.
There's a saying, a tooth for every child, because of the calcium that you lose being pregnant. And so women will lose teeth while having a child. Every pregnancy, the doctor will sit you down and say, hey, these are the risks. And so when people talk about abortion being healthcare, that's what they mean. Every pregnancy is a risk to a woman's life, every single one. There's not these isolated cases where the woman's health is at risk. Every single pregnancy, the woman's health is at risk. And so every single pregnancy should have the option to be aborted for the health and the bodily autonomy of the woman. Because you could imagine if men got pregnant, it wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah. Also, we'd never hear the end of it.
No, we wouldn't. And how much would be available? I mean, look at how boner pills are. I mean, that's everywhere. Or, hair replacement and all these things to affirm. I mean, even our military right now, this idea that they're going to be screenings for soldiers over 30 to see if they have low testosterone. And this was brought up on, I believe, I think this was on the Bugle, but they were talking about, I think it was Alice Fraser talking about how we're supposed to have low testosterone in our adult years. You have the high testosterone when you're young, so you get that urge to mate and to procreate and stuff. But then later in your mature years, you settle down and you create art. you make buildings, you write policy, all these things that you do when you push that sexual impulse aside. And yet there's this idea that our soldiers have to be manly, and manliness means testosterone, which affects how you reason.
Yeah.
Actually, testosterone injections could have the opposite effect, in which you're infertile.
Ugh.
You can have erectile dysfunctions when you're having too much testosterone. And you think about who gets testosterone treatments most often are trans men.
Mm-hmm.
So why not just have the military full of trans men, because they're the ones getting regular testosterone injections.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, they're trans men. They're not real
They're not real,
men.
man. Trans men are men. That's the belief of the Shield Population channel.
Yes, trans men are real
Trans men are
men.
men, trans women are women.
Yep, there you go.
Because
That's all there is to it.
gender and sex are two different things.
Yes, they
Yep.
are. I don't know how we got on this path from method acting, but there we go.
Yep.
So yeah, so we've got Data doing Scrooge and doing
He's getting
his
Scrooged.
yeah, he's getting Scrooge. He's Brent Spiner's using his very annoying voice, and
Oh, his old man accent is the worst.
yeah,
Though
it
this
really
is one of the funner parts of Christmas Carols. He talks about Marley's ghost being a bit of undigested food.
The undigested beef, a blot of mustard,
Mustard, undercooked potato.
yeah. That's what I love, that part of the play.
And all around the pun of "there's more of the gravy than the grave" about you.
You can't say that Scrooge doesn't have a good vocabulary. So yeah. Anyway, so he's doing that, and he's Picard's kind of coaching him a little
Yeah,
bit.
he's reading along, I guess, to the play version of it, or because it looked like he was actually reading the book of it.
Either way.
Yeah, because it didn't look like a script.
And he tells Data that his performance is improving.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is one I also wrote down in capital letters: correct definition of method.
Yep, and also when they're walking down the hall, and you got that nice V shape of Picard's body, very broad-shouldered.
Mm-hmm.
And they do the thing that happens at my work all the time: is people stop in the middle of the hall to talk, and then you have to move around them.
Yep, but it's
Some
the captain,
lovely extras. It's like, hello, extra. Hello, extra. They just kind of look demurely and a little annoyed at the captain, and Data stopped in the middle of the corridor and having to walk around them.
Yeah, all you had to do was just stand aside so that you
Move to
could
the
make
side.
room.
Move to the side.
Move to the side. The moving sidewalks are for your traveling convenience. Please stand to the left so that others may walk past you on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your courtesy. Okay. Yeah, so they get a distress call from Ventax 2.
Yep, on a VHS cassette that's been through the ringer. There's ghost images, there's white noise, there's static, there's phasing on the sound channel.
Yeah, somebody needs to adjust the tracker.
And yeah, there's some color bleeding, like it was taped over something else. It's like, is that an NFL game behind there? I thought it was illegal to record those.
How is it illegal? How would they find out?
Yeah, you
That's
need
the
like
thing. How would they
the
find
written
out?
permission of the NFL to record this. It's like, yeah, sure you do.
Sure you do. And how are you going to enforce that, NFL?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, back in the day when you either got to watch it live or you taped it, and those were your only choices.
It looks a little bit like scrambled porn.
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, I'm getting the sound is kind of funky bassline music and almost a nipple.
Yeah, well, they've got a team that is requesting assistance. The planet's in chaos, and they need help. And they're under siege by a mob of citizens.
Yep.
So
who think that it's the end of time, end of days, that they'll all die tomorrow.
Yep. So yeah, that's they managed to beam the head guy, Dr. Clark, aboard, and
in his Buck Rogers outfit.
Yep, his Buck Rogers outfit. It looks very nice.
It's very shiny. It looks like it doesn't look microwave safe though.
No. Stay away from the
Yep.
microwaves. And this is when now that they've got Dr. Clark, he's explaining why things are going to shit down on the planet, and we hear the first thing about the legend of Ardra.
Ardra palindrome.
Yes, and basically this supposed Ardra 1,000 years ago
Uh-huh.
took the came to the planet and said, okay, yeah, you guys are killing yourselves. I'll tell you what, I'll give you 1,000 years of peace and prosperity, and when I come back in 1,000 years, then your planet is mine and you all belong to me.
Yeah, you're all enslaved. So you have
Yeah.
1,000 years of peace and prosperity and paradise and all the
Mhm.
wonderful peas. And then when I come back, you all work for me.
Yeah. And why would they take did they not think that they were going to actually get enslaved? Did they think,
Well,
yeah,
let's put it this way. We're facing global climate change at this accelerated rate, and they're still building data centers.
yep,
People can't even look 10 years in the future, let alone 1,000 years in the future. It's
yeah.
immediate gratification. Whatever gets them what they want now.
Mhm.
It's tomorrow's problem.
Yep. But they did change from like an industrial society into an agrarian society where they were,
Yeah.
farming and whatnot. So blah blah blah. Yeah. And basically Picard's like, this is a bunch of bullshit. And
Yeah, he is. He says flim flam even.
yeah, flim flam. And then he's like, yeah, there's nobody coming. This is not a thing. And then Ardra appears.
Uh-huh.
And she's in her very catty way, time's up.
Oh yeah, she is something.
Yes, the actor is brilliant.
Yep.
She's fantastic to watch. She is everything that she needs to be in this episode.
Yep.
And she can be slinky, she can be rude, she can be
Mhm.
playful. She's got it all down. This actor is just really good at this role. So she even appears as different deities or entities that
Yep.
they know about.
I remember this one because of Worf getting upset at this Klingon devil that she becomes,
Fekler, yeah,
Feklar. And then he's like, "You're not Feklar."
yeah.
Says this demon creature that oversees those that die dishonorably.
Mm-hmm. Rude. So yeah, Picard is not taking this line down. He is convinced that she is a con artist. And let's all be honest, if you haven't seen this episode, it's over 30 years old.
Mhm.
So I'm going to go ahead and spoil it and say Ardra is definitely a con artist. I don't know what her real name is. We never get that. Probably she wouldn't have told anyway.
Right.
But yeah, Picard basically said he was not going to abandon the planet to that woman.
Yep.
So he's determined to expose her, of course. And unfortunately, the natives are not a lot of help.
No, because they're invested. They believe this shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're the true Christians that think that the rapture is tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. And how many tomorrow raptures have there been?
There's
Oh,
been quite a
none.
few
None. There's been
that have
none.
not actually happened.
Yeah, yeah, that's the whole thing. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, the rapture's gonna be tomorrow. No, maybe this day, maybe this day, maybe
It's
this
weird
month.
too, because like the rapture's not even really a thing in the Bible. It's a thing from
No,
like the Left Behind books. So it's just
yeah.
Christian fiction that people have been like clinging to.
I thought the rapture actually had some sort of history
Mm.
other than that.
I think it's pretty recent, though I could be mistaken.
I'm really feeling like that actually is a thing. It was a thing before this, and I'm just gonna
Well,
pop
there
in here.
are times when somebody's translated directly to heaven, and I think Christ was one of those.
Supposedly.
Yeah,
Um,
but generally, No, you die, you go into purgatory and await judgment, speaking
Yeah.
from the Catholic point of view.
Yeah.
So you don't even die and
This.
go to heaven. You go and die and go to purgatory and wait to be judged.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Okay, so the rapture is an end times religious concept centered on resurrection, ascension, and imminency. It describes an event where living and dead Christian believers rise into the clouds to meet Jesus Christ. Biblical basis and terms. Caught up, derived from the Latin word rapio and the Greek harpazo, meaning to be snatched or caught up. In
Ah,
Thessalonians, the Apostle Paul writes that the believers will be caught up together
uh,
in the clouds to meet the Lord.
aha.
Then
Of course, this would be
Corinthians,
Paul.
yes, in Corinthians, describes believers being changed in a moment at the last trumpet sound. So yeah, this is definitely
Well, the last trumpet
biblical.
sound would be Judgment Day, so I guess that's when you'd get
Yeah,
translated. So it would be time of the final judgment, in which the dead and the living will all be judged simultaneously. So, yeah, it would have to be Judgment Day that the rapture happened. So
yep,
essentially the same thing.
yeah.
Yep.
There's a whole timing to it though, because there's pre-tribulation, which is believers are taken before a 7-year period of global trouble. There's mid-tribulation, which is the event happens halfway through the tribulation period. And there's post-tribulation, which the
Ah,
event occurs at the end of the tribulation alongside the visible return of Christ.
right.
So the rapture isn't just one movement, it's three.
Yeah. And
uh,
a lot of it seems to be stuff Paul was just making up
mm-hmm,
because Paul was a very late convert.
mm-hmm,
He was converted basically under threat of death and just started making shit up. And the resurrection, the dying for the sins, all that stuff is from Paul. So most of Christianity, the thought processes, the beliefs behind Christianity is from the Apostle Paul,
mm-hmm.
who wasn't even a contemporary of Christ. He didn't know him.
Of course not.
So he's just making stuff up about him.
Yeah. But yeah, this is most commonly found among American Baptists, Bible churches, Brethren churches, certain Methodist denominations, Pentecostals, non-denominational evangelicals, and various other
Hmm.
evangelical groups.
Yeah, it's very evangelical. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. There's
Yep.
a quick history on the rapture.
Yep.
Yeah. Where were we? Ardra. So yeah, Picard.
Ardra, demons.
Yeah, Picard is not believing this, and he's like, yeah, she's a flim flam artist. She's got to have a ship of some kind to create these effects. You know, she's definitely not what she acts like she is, and
Yeah,
yeah,
because it's in the prophecy that the earth will shake
mm-hmm,
upon her return. And they're just surface level tremors. There's
mm-hmm,
nothing really all that dangerous about them.
no, and yeah, and of course she claims the Enterprise too, because anything that's was in this on the planet, in the sky, in orbit, that's all hers. And my actually one of my favorite things is Picard saying he's talking about PT Barnum and saying that there's a sucker born every minute.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's true. So he's got to figure out a way to unveil her, I guess is the word,
Mm-hmm.
to show that she's not who she says she is. And so he basically requests arbitration because there's a loophole in the contract. And there is a contract in 1,000-year-old scrolls.
Well, yep.
So, but there's a loophole, and he uses it to ask for arbitration. And Ardra chooses Data as the judge, and Picard's and Data's like, you have to reject me as arbitrator, because if you have me as arbitrator, I will actually follow the rules here.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. He'll be impartial judge. He's be true neutral.
yep, true neutral. And Picard's like, no, 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 it's fine. And then gets upset when Data doesn't rule in his favor about certain things. I'm like, dude,
Or
he
more not
told
lawful
you.
neutral, really.
Yeah, he
Yep.
told you, man. He told you.
Mhm.
You can't get upset for that.
Especially when Picard starts using the same tricks that Ardra was using, and Data's like, "I'll allow you a little leniency, but only a little." And so Picard's using multiple tricks of
Yep.
Ardra's ship, and then Data's like, "Okay, I warned you. That's enough. Stop there."
Yeah, because he's like, oh, yeah, the trimmers, I can do that.
Yeah, and
And so
just
he
snaps his
starts to trim.
fingers, and they stop.
And Data's like, okay, stop it. And he turns to Ardra and says, "Oh, Ardra, would you make the tremors go away?" And she's like, "No, of course." And of course, it doesn't work because
Hmm.
they've already captured her ship.
Yep. Yeah,
And
and
boy,
yeah, it's connected to this eye implant she has that she can make eye gestures,
mm.
eye movements, and that will trigger the effects that she needs done. Which is funny because what if she sneezes and suddenly she turns into Veclar or whatever?
That's Feklar.
Veclar.
Yeah, and this is actually one of the more satisfying climaxes of outing a
Hmm.
bad person. It's just funny to watch her squirm as he just basically takes apart every bit of her arguments.
Yeah, it's a nice reversal of fortune because early on she's the cat with the mouse and she's just
Mhm.
playing with Picard, transporting him in his little short little bathrobe down into a lab.
He's short jammies.
Yeah, his little jammies. So you get to see a nice lot of bit of Picard thigh. Speaking of thigh, her French cut lingerie set thing she wears is like
Oh,
cut up to her waistline.
holy shit. It was like cut up even higher than that. I swear
Yeah,
it was cut up to the bra line.
yeah, it was showing a lot of leg, which was an '80s thing.
Yeah, a lot of leg. And she the outfit, the material of it is sort of semi-sheer. I think
Hmm.
people forget the definition of sheer. Sheer is as in Sheer is something you can see through.
Yeah.
If something is sheer, you can see through it. And oftentimes, even especially in books, people are a woman is like, "Oh, I put on this sheer blouse." No, you don't.
Sheer
No,
blouse,
you
you'd be
don't.
able to see the bra underneath it.
Yeah.
Because I'm writing kind of a smut novel myself, and my main character is a stripper, and she'll wear a wet shirt on stage, and that's
Mhm.
sheer. It'll cling to her skin, and you can see through to her flesh underneath.
Yeah,
That's
but
sheer.
it's only sheer when it's wet.
Yeah, when it's not wet, it would be opaque,
Yeah. And
but
so
when she wets
something,
it, yeah, you can see through it.
yeah, but something that's sheer, like pantyhose are
Sheer.
sheer.
Yeah,
You can see through them.
that
And
one dress. Just lost her name. The Fly, Gina
Gina
Davis.
Davis.
Yeah, she wore this sheer dress to, I think, the Oscars one night,
Yep.
and you could see through it.
Hmm.
That's sheer.
Yeah, that's sheer. And that's basically what Arja's costume, what her Lady of the Evening
Mhm.
costume is, because she's very much dressed like a hooker. a,
Yeah.
a 23rd century hooker, 24th century hooker.
Well, with the
Yeah.
big hair too, because her hair is giant in that scene.
Yeah,
There's a lot of backcombing.
there is a lot of that coming, but also they let it frizz too much. I'm like, you could have
Yeah.
defined those curls. It would have looked a lot better. But it was the
Yeah.
80s. It was
It
the
was,
80s.
yeah. It
We
was
didn't have
very 80s, very
we didn't
frizz.
didn't have the level of product that we do now to
Yeah.
tame frizz.
Yeah.
So and define
It looked very
curls.
staticky.
She definitely had naturally curly hair.
Yeah.
Anyway, and she's I don't know what kind of alien she actually was. She's got, she's a forehead alien.
She reminds me of the witch from Troll 2.
Oh
Very
yeah.
similar actor and
Right.
look.
Yeah.
Her name, I think, is Marta Dubois.
Yes, that is correct.
Right. Wonder what else
So
she was in.
I don't know because you know, you can
She
put
was
stuff.
very good.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not complaining about that, but you can put a fake forehead on someone and make them look different enough that you wouldn't recognize them
Yeah.
without the prosthetics on. And so yeah. But she was perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that she needed to be in this episode, she was, and then some. So I enjoyed her a lot.
Oh, apparently she's on a television show called McBride. She's in a lot of episodes. Passions, Even Stevens,
No,
Silk Stockings,
Passions was a soap opera, I think.
Sisters, Renegade, Dead Badge, Martin, Murder She Wrote. TV actor.
Yeah, all over the place. She
Yeah,
was.
all kinds of TV. LA Law, MacGyver,
Wow.
Starman,
Wow. She was
uh,
she was killing it.
Magruder and Loud, the A-Team, Riptide,
Holy
Trapper John
shit.
MD, Matt Houston,
She's in on everything.
Voyagers,
Oh my God,
Vegas.
Voyagers!
Hmm.
Oh my God, that's a blast from the past.
Yeah, she's like huge. Magnum PI. Yeah, all over television.
Wow.
So
Talk
good for
about
her.
very prolific character
Hmm.
actor. Well done.
Yeah.
Well
So
done.
yeah. So yeah, her Bones, I think, was the last thing she was in, and that was in 2013. So she might have retired.
Mm, fair enough. Fair enough. But man, she was kicking around for a long time. Good
Yeah,
job.
was good agent.
Yep. Good agent, but also, good actor.
Yeah, not a whole lot of film roles, but me.
Film. mm,
Because she struck me kind of like one of those that you might have saw on those like softcore Showtime movies. But
I
no,
wouldn't know. We didn't have Showtime
yeah,
when I was growing up.
like a Shannon
So,
Tweed kind of type, but nope, television,
yep,
straight up TV.
straight up TV. Well, there really isn't that much to this episode.
No, it's a lot of it's the cat and mouse, the
Mm-hmm.
interplay between them. Picard trying to reveal her, she playing games with Picard,
Mm-hmm.
and the flirtation between the two because she was definitely luring him and trying to maybe dissuade him from pursuing her in that respect by maybe having a romantic tryst. Which, come on, Picard, jump on that. Really, honestly.
No, no, he's the captain. He cannot do that.
Nah, I guess not.
Now, if it
That's
was
the
Riker,
Riker,
Riker would hit that so
Riker would.
fast.
Riker, yeah, because she would consent, and that's all he needed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Yep.
oh, that's a yes. Okay, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's very sex positive.
Yep. And good for him.
Hmm.
Good for him. Oh, Frakes, you
Oh
adorable
yeah,
man.
Frakes.
He's the best. I don't know what else to say about this episode.
Oh, we've got people at the helm that we don't know.
Yep,
So
never
all
seen
the
him.
people that complained about Discovery and not knowing the names or the personalities of the people, at certain stations, that happens on Next Generation all the time. There's
All
always
the time.
somebody at the helm that we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, Discovery, we see them time and time again. And it would be nice to get to know them a little better, and they kind of drag their feet to get there, and we never quite got there with some of them.
No, I think
But
we got some good character development with Oo.
yeah, Owa's fine, Owa Detmer, yeah, we definitely got those two, but Bryce and the other guy,
Yeah, well, Bryce, unfortunately, because of commitments with other things, didn't get to show up on
yeah,
much of Discovery later on.
yeah, when they were starting
So,
to look into the history of some of these other crew members on the bridge.
hmm And then, yeah, Reese, we never really got much character development on
Yeah,
him at all.
right.
So, which is a bummer. It's like, why?
Hmm.
Why? You had time to do this. Why?
Yeah, well, Discovery was really about Michael Burnham, so you know, you follow her story, and every
Yes.
once in a while, because it wasn't like Strange New Worlds where we're getting stories for each of the crew.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. We've tapped out. There's really not much to discuss,
Yeah, there's
really.
not there's not a ton of action, and that's fine. I don't think that Star Trek always has to have action.
Yeah, you don't need action for a story to be interesting because,
Hmm
like I said, I'm writing something and even though there's like superhero type characters involved, there's not a whole lot of action, but there's movement. The story
Yeah.
goes places because the plot moves and characters develop and there's emotional stakes and stuff like that. So
Oh yeah, I had one more thing too that I've forgotten about, and that was when Picard was cross-examining the former president of the planet or whatever. He was asking all these questions of, okay, so you entered into this contract, and so did Ardra, take away all the weapons on your planet? Did she, change your poisoned waters into clear water, etc., and goes through all these things? And he kept saying, no,
yeah, that's what
we
we
did
did.
that ourselves.
Hmm.
Because that's the whole thing. Ardra
Yep.
didn't do shit.
Yeah. It's like, did God do it or did you do it? And then you're ascribing what you did to God.
Yeah, and this is the thing. People from 1,000 years ago are not reliable eyewitnesses. And I feel like somebody who was more forward thinking made all of this up and got everybody to agree to this contract by using fear, because
Right.
that was what was most prominent at the time. And changing their society themselves under the threat of Ardra, right?
It would be funny if the very next day the real Ardra comes back and enslaves them all.
But is there even a real Ardra? That's the
Yeah.
thing.
You don't know
Was there?
because we're
You don't
talking
know.
about, I mean, in a universe where Q exists, you
Hmm.
could have an Ardra.
Yeah,
And
but
they
I don't.
even referenced that she could possibly be a Q or Q
Yeah.
himself. But then Picard's like, yeah, Q's not interested in contracts.
Mm-mm.
Q just has fun being a chaos agent and testing humanity for some reason.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. If there's this all-powerful being that they forged this contract with, and the day of reckoning is now at hand, where is the actual Ardra then? I attest, I put forth that Ardra never
Right.
existed, that it was something thought up by one person or maybe a few people in order to scare everyone into not destroying the planet.
Well, what else is religion than the stopgap for what you don't understand?
Mm,
Zeus explained lightning.
mm-hmm.
You know, it's that sort of thing. You have, Apollo that describes why the sun does the thing it does. You have Artemis to describe the moon doing what it does. And as we develop more understanding of our universe and through scientific theory, discover that, we're not the center of the universe and that celestial bodies operate in a certain manner, then we remove these gods from the pantheon because they have no more power because we know what they represent.
Yeah.
And eventually it becomes, who created the universe? It's like, who says it was ever created? It could have always existed.
Yeah, we don't know. And we don't know
Mhm.
how many universes there are.
Nope.
So there you go. That's something to break your brain for the rest of the day.
And how can something that exists outside of time affect time?
Yes, interesting
Hmm.
question. So yeah, but I still am of the opinion that Ardra didn't really exist.
Yeah, I can get that. And this being Star Trek, it is rather against the supernatural and religion in general.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yep.
Yeah. They do come across some things they can't explain, but
Yeah, well, people will already have maybe seen episode 2 of the fourth season of Strange New World, so there's a little bit of supernatural activity going on there.
a little bit.
Okay, a lot. So,
Deck
every once in a while
17, La-on.
you encounter the supernatural.
Yeah. Yeah, I think everything like that actually does have an explanation. It's just that we don't have the knowledge in which to find that
Telling you it
explanation.
was black mold.
Yeah, okay, black mold. There's black
Hmm.
mold all over the Griffin.
There's
You
black
heard it
mold in the
here.
ventilation system, and it drove everybody on board mad.
Yeah,
And
there you
the
go.
longer you're there, the more you hallucinate.
Does that explain how the Griffin got where it is?
Well, without a crew, who knows how it got there?
Exactly. Anyway, so yeah, not a whole lot going on to talk about, but still an interesting episode. It's a nice reminder of how you shouldn't put all your faith in gods or demons. Did I
Yeah, a
just say
little bit of
demon?
rationality goes a long way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of funny that we allow ourselves the irrational when it comes to our own personal religion, but when it comes to somebody else's, it seems absurd.
Mm,
And if you have your religion described to you in a manner in which, you realize how silly it sounds,
yeah.
yeah, it's difficult. I mean, like, there's a bit in Gandhi where they're talking about Christianity is like, oh yeah, we drink our God's blood. It's like, you
And eat
what?
our God's
And,
flesh.
and eat our God's flesh. It's called mass. It's like, oh, right. Yeah. And we think of that being symbolic when actually the whole like transmutation thing, it's supposed to actually be his body and his blood.
That is
So
so wrong on so
yeah,
many
it's just
levels.
weird. Transubstantiation, I think that's called. Yeah.
Yeah. Gross. Why would you ever want to eat anyone?
Yep. Now it's
Stop that.
just like wafers and grape juice or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. There you
There
go.
you go. That's
Devil's
the
due.
devil's due. Like the
Devil's
liquid you.
due.
Dew.
Due. We love the liquid you. Due.
Yep.
It's a
Dew.
very British thing. Due.
Hmm.
All right, then that means we gotta find out what the
Oh,
next episode is. I gotta
right.
get to the spreadsheet.
Right.
I
Now I'm
should have
forgetting
already
what
had
number
it
we're
up.
at.
Give me a second. I'm scrolling to the bottom.
Okay. I want to say 966 for some reason.
960. Let me think. Yes, 967.
Holy, okay. 967.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we just had a new episode this
All
week.
right.
Last week was Valles Marineris, and this is now the Griffin
Because it used to be
Griffin.
964 for the longest time. So,
Yes, it was,
all right.
but now it's not.
Okay. We are at, okay. What? Really?
Well, I'm sorry, it's 965 or
Oh,
966. I'm sorry, 966, not
okay. So it
967.
is 966.
I'm looking at the wrong column.
Okay, wait, I put in the wrong thing in anyway. So it's best that we do this because I would have ended up with the wrong number anyhow. Because I put in the maximum, and that wouldn't have worked.
Uh-uh.
So 81. I think we already did 81, but we'll see.
Scrolling back up. No, it is TAS episode 2 of season 1, Yesteryear.
Episode 2 of season 1,
of the
yesteryear
of
of the
the
original
animated series.
animated series. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that will be a nice short one, just about a
Yep.
half-hour watch, if that.
Yep. And I remember this one.
Oh, really?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I it was I think it was a couple years ago that I decided to rewatch all of the animated series.
Oh, okay.
And so yeah, yesteryear will be fun. Some of them I can't tell by the titles, but some of them I
Right.
can. This is actually going to be our third TAS episode.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I don't think there's an a show we haven't talked about, right?
Yeah, I think we've had,
I think we've covered all of them.
Have we had Starfleet Academy?
Ooh, yes, I think we maybe not.
I don't
Maybe.
think we have. Give me a second here. I gotta highlight this so that I will not forget which one it is. I'm gonna scroll down here. Still scrolling. Okay, yeah, we have not had any Starfleet Academy.
Okay.
So there you go. All right.
All right.
Okay, so kind of a short and sweet one today.
Yeah, it might be longer than you think just because we go off on tangents from time to time.
We do that. We do.
We do.
We do. And next week will be kind of a short one as well because animated series. It's probably going to only be about 25 minutes long for the actual episode. So yeah. So do you have anything to tell people, Dave?
I do. The Shield Population Blue Sky account is back up there. We dug through some emails and was able to, through going on Yahoo rather than Gmail managed to actually get the link to work. And I was able to reopen the page. So we can post there again. And you can find me everywhere as DJ Evil Dave.
Yeah, I don't do social media that much, guys. You know that. But I am on Blue Sky as Brandywine, BrandiWine. And I post a lot of stuff on Instagram because I review a lot of books. And if you want
Indeed.
to find out about my books, they're pretty much all romance because I need happiness in these dark days.
Mhm.
And so if you want to find me, it's Brandy_reads_all_the_books.
Mhm.
That's that. I do still have an Instagram profile that's just, everything, and that's just Brandy Jekyll, all one word. So, but that's all I do. I do not have the time or headspace to deal with that much social media. So
Right.
that's it. That's all I got.
Fair enough.
Yup. Alrighty then.
You can't do it now.
Oh God, that's so loud. Stop that. Anyway, thanks guys for being with us, and take care of yourselves.
Live long and prosper and all that stuff.
Live long and prosper. Be nice.
Leave a place better than you found it.
Be curious, not judgmental.
There you love
go.
And be loved.
Love and be loved. And love is love is love is love is love. All right then. We'll talk to you again next week. So bye.
Bye.
Yeah.